back here again. Mick is a very hard-working man, a very dedicated man. He's next door neighbor, and I can count many, many times when I have gone out to go to work at 8 o'clock and he's gone, and I come back in at 10:30 and he's still not there. It's not quite as easy to tell that now because they started parking their cars behind the house instead of in front of the house. But he is a very hard-working man, and we are very fortunate to have him in our district. To give you a little background about myself, I was born in Lancaster. I was actually born in York County, but I have lived here up to this point all my life. Plan on living a lot longer, too. I have 4 brothers that all live in the Indian Land community. We have extended family here. And my dad was born in Chesterfield County, which is a neighboring county to Lancaster County, for those who are not familiar with it. And when he came to Indian Land, he said he was the only Carnes in Indian Land, and now there's a bunch of us. And that was one of the things that he was sort of proud of. But my mom's side of the family has been here for many, many, many years. And if you go up to Collins Road, that was named after my grandmother's side of the family. And my grandfather was a Hood, and there's some places in Charlotte that are named after his family. I'm a graduate of Indian Land High School, and I am a business owner. Have been since 1992. And I can tell you firsthand that the last few years under our current president have been very difficult, even to the point where, you know, I've sat down and looked at the books and saying, you know, if something doesn't happen soon, the doors are going to close. And then, fortunately, we get in enough work to keep things going, but I don't like running my business that way. And I can tell you that, you know, I have been one that I'm not an accountant, but I have a strong affinity for numbers. And every organization that I have ever been associated with, I have worked on budgeting or head of the finance committee, and I feel like that is something that I want to bring to the county. You know, looking at the county and the council and some of the decisions and some of the things that we are faced here in Indian Land, those things started a long time ago. They just didn't pop up over time. They started a long time ago. And, you know, knowing that history and why we have certain things the way we are, I think is very beneficial for me as a candidate, and will be beneficial for me as someone serving on the council. I served 2 terms on the Lancaster County School Board, and you know, they don't quite operate the same, but they operate very similarly. I know Larry has made the comment several times that you know, it took him a couple of years to just get in step and really get to working on council, and I think that I can come in and be effective from the start because I have been familiar with that organization as far as the school district, because the boards work similarly, they're shaped similarly. We all know a lot of the problems that we've had in the county and a lot of the issues that we have faced. You know, some of the grand things that come to mind are the landfill debacle, the EMS station out in Beaufort, you know, the emergency management building that we bought, and now everybody's talking about the extra amount of money that we're spending. You know, a lot of those things to me are related to leadership, and not necessarily the leadership of the county, but leadership of the, not leadership of the council, I should say, but leadership of the county. And you know, we are a growing area. Most of our management in the county is all homegrown, and you know, I think we need to look inside that organization, and we need to start looking outside of the county or outside of the area for some leadership. We need to raise that professionalism a little bit, and you know, from a staff standpoint. Jobs and economic development are something that you know, I want to focus on if I'm council. And I'm sure that when Jerry gets up here, he's going to tell you the same thing, and Larry's going to talk about the same thing, because, hey people, that's what makes it work. If we don't get those things in, then you know, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, from what I see, is that the council and the administration are running the county very much like we're still in that heyday, that growth time when, you know, things were really good. You know, developments were popping up everywhere, and, you know, the tax dollars were rolling in. We haven't put it in reverse and started backing up that budgeting yet, and we need to do that. We've got some serious issues that we face. You know, we need to support our sheriff's department, our emergency services, but in doing that, we need to look at every tax dollar that is budgeted and every tax dollar that is spent and make sure it's done wisely in it. And you know, we need to make sure that, you know, if there are increases in budgets, that an increase in a budget, then, you know, there's an increase in growth to help pay for that, so that we're not going back to Joe's pocket or Jules's pocket or Donnie's pocket to pay for that. Because, you know, we've already got invested stake in here, and we need the growth to pay for itself. I'm looking forward to a good campaign season. It's going to be a short one. June the 12th is the primary. Jerry and I were talking before things started that I think most of the people that are in here are in Larry's district, and maybe one or two that Skip's in our district. We can fight over him after things are over, Jerry. But thank y'all for coming out and supporting the Republican Party. Thank you, Joe and Larry and Jerry and myself and any other candidates that are out there that are putting yourself out there. You know, it gets lonesome out there sometimes, especially when you're standing up there in front of people at that debate, and you know, they ask you that hard question that you just weren't ready for, and you know, you have to start thinking on your feet. But I look forward again to the race,